Alright, I'm going to talk to you guys about this movie. It's called Deathsport. Came in a 2-pack with Battle Truck. It's part of Shout Factory's Roger Corman cult classics. Haven't seen Battle Truck, but I'm going to talk to you about Deathsport. Deathsport is a action slash sci-fi slash sports movie directed by Alan Arkush, Nicholas Nicephore, and produced by Roger Corman. I guess it was supposed to ride off the coattails of Death Race 2000, but it kind of fails at doing so. The beginning of the movie starts off with our hero, Kaz O'Shea, running from the death machines. The death machines are quite obviously dirt bikes with metal plating, welded on everywhere. I mean, it's quite obvious what it is. I guess they don't look too bad, but the sound that these things make is fucking ridiculous, but we'll get to that in a little bit. I also have to point out the fact that this movie has a very high taint count. You know how some movies have, really high body counts? Literally, this movie has taints galore. David Carradine's taint is just floating everywhere on the screen. Kaz O'Shea is captured and thrown in jail. When he's in there, we get to learn about his past, his family and stuff like that. And we also meet a few other characters that play main roles alongside of him.
I knew O'Shea, your mother. I was with her last year when she died.
This film kind of reminds me of a movie by Lucio Fulci called New Gladiators. It's kind of got that, futuristic motorcycle game show type feel to it. Also kind of reminds me of The Running Man as well, but
One-on-one.
Our main bad guy is played by Richard Lynch. He does a pretty okay job at playing the typical power-crazed enforcer type guy.
Never speak to me like that again.
We also meet a few other asshole henchmen, as well as their batshit crazy leader, Lord Zerpola. I also have to point out the fact that this guy has a weird wind chime / stripper room where he watches girls dance and then zaps the shit out of them.
Let the punishment begin.
Okay, man, to each their own. This movie is a mashup of drawn-out scenes, borrowed sound effects, and stolen ideas. Doors sounded like Darth Vader breathing. The death machines sounded like TIE Fighters and R2-D2. Not to mention the previously mentioned annoying fucking sounds they make. It is literally a country western bullet ricocheted, played backwards, and then played forwards. I mean, I guess it's supposed to sound like fast-moving machines, but it's fucking annoying as hell. Especially when you hear it 40 million times in a 30-minute chase scene. There are even underground-dwelling Tusken Raider-like monsters who have tanning bed goggles for eyes. It's actually pretty funny. It is also worth mentioning that this movie was filmed at the famous Bronson Caves in California. Movies like Army of Darkness, Screamers, and even the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers were filmed there. It's pretty cool. Honestly, if you like dirt bikes, chase scenes that are really drawn out, microblade explosions every 2 seconds, crazy sand people, and taints, this movie's worth a view.